So I was recently watching a few matches from this year's Bill Farrell Memorial International, a senior level wrestling tournament in New York City, and I came across this wrestler from Kyrgyzstan named Zhumashbek, who demolished the field in a tough 65 kilo division. Zhumashbek, who I'll call Z, outscored his opponents 42-10, and the 3 Americans he beat were all 4-time Division I All-Americans, 2 of them NCAA champs. He won the division without scoring a single point from a lower body attack. No single legs, double legs, ankle picks, or leg grabbing of any kind. Instead, he threw guys, early and often, and mostly from the double unders body lock position. First, let's see how he was able to consistently get to the body lock position by starting with the underhook entries. Whenever Z saw an opponent's elbow space opened on his right side, he used it as an opportunity to punch the right side underhook. He mostly did this from the standing hand fight, when an opponent's left elbow drifted away from their left rib cage. He also found an opening for the underhook when an opponent attacked his legs. If space was also available on his left side, he would punch both underhooks in quick succession. If space on the left side was initially blocked off, Z would camp in the position with his hips in and his torso relatively upright until the space opened up. The opening could occur off an opponent's attempt to slip out of the position. He could open up an opponent's elbow and pummel his left elbow inside. He could slip his left arm inside through a gap at the opponent's elbow. Or he could dive his left arm below the opponent's elbow by the waist. In any event, once both underhooks were obtained, his next task was typically to lock his hands. If his arms weren't deep enough to lock immediately, one method he would use was a throw by, where he would pivot and punch his right arm deeper to help cinch the lock. Now on to the fun part, the throws themselves. Z's preferred throw, and one he hit in each match, was an elevated twisting throw known as a front uchi in judo. To perform this throw, he lifts and twists the opponent's upper body while using his right knee to elevate and rotate the opponent's inside thigh. The combination of these things pulls the opponent into a more horizontal position with one or both feet elevated off the ground. Depending on the situation, he can sometimes get significant elevation with the inside thigh lift, while other times it's more of an inside hip block to facilitate the upper body twist. With that overview out of the way, let's analyze some specific sequences from the matches. We'll start with Z's first match. Here he's going to punch the underhook as the opponent reaches with his left arm. As Z camps in the position, he does a good job closing off all space between his underhooking shoulder and the left side of the opponent's chest. Z generally avoids putting his head on the same side as the underhook, which would create space between his underhooking shoulder and the opponent and make it easier for them to escape the position. As he pressures in and appears to lock his hands, the opponent opens up and gives up the takedown at the edge. Another underhook punch off the opponent's reach with the underhooking shoulder flush with the chest. And as the opponent attempts to slip out, Z follows and transitions to double unders. From here it's a throw by, which drives the right arm deeper and allows him to cinch the body lock. And now he's dangerous. Hips in, note the footwork, pivot left, right knee elevates and blocks the opponent's inside thigh, and then another hard pivot left twists the opponent to the ground. Check it out once more. Here Z catches the underhook off the opponent's shot, camps in the position, pummels his left arm inside to get double unders, then goes throw by, which off balances the opponent and gets the takedown. Right arm down block to get the underhook, finds the space for the second underhook. The throw by punches his right arm deeper and allows him to cinch the body lock. He then goes for the front uchi actually misses the inside thigh elevation, but still manages to rotate the opponent's upper body sufficiently to force him onto one leg and finish the takedown. Note how Z releases the body lock to post his left hand and head to the mat, which allows him to maintain his base and land on top as the opponent drives in. Now let's see a sequence from match 2. To see the full breakdown, you'll need to become a member through Patreon or YouTube memberships.